You're not the first judge on this show to say that, but you're the one who it means the most coming from.
Oh, I see how it is.
Dueling Decades. All right, Joe Findlay, you pick up our first point, but more importantly, you take control of the board and get to select our second category. Where are we going?
All right, well, let's go and give Hot Products a whirl.
Alrighty.
Okay. So I'm going to take you to June 30th, 1977. I'm actually going to go with an album this year. It's usually tough when you've got a week to find a hot product. And I'm going to take you wanted the best. You got the best. It's Kiss with their album Love Gun.
Nice.
It was the sixth studio album by Kiss, but it was the first one to reach the top 5 in the Billboard 200. It was released on the heels of a Gallup poll that named Kiss the most popular rock band in the United States. That poll included Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, and the Eagles, and it beat all of them out. The album's the first one that all 4 band members are actually lead vocals on a song. And it was Ace Frehley's first time ever singing lead vocals in any of the albums. And it was also the last studio album to feature Peter Criss on every track. Afterwards, he would get replaced, at least here and there, by session drummers and stuff like that. The album topped out at number 4 on the charts in the US, number 3 in Canada. It was certified platinum. Little bits and pieces. One of their songs, the demo that they did for it, was who was it? The guitar was done by Eddie Van Halen, then rather unknown. And just one of my favorite things from that album was in the movie Role Models, where Sean William Scott explains to the little kid that his dick is the gun. Oh, you just heard my dog go bananas underneath me. But anyways, yeah, so Sean William...
was your dick.
No.
It doesn't work that well.
No. This was my dick. Right?
You got a really cute dick.
Thank you.
That happens to be its name.
You're not the first judge on this show to say that, but you're the one who it means the most coming from.
Oh, I see how it is.
Well, you didn't say anything.
Yeah, he's waiting for you guys to also say the same thing.
I'm pretty needy about this sort of thing.
All right. All right, Mancrush, what did you bring for the Hot Products round?
I didn't bring music to the Hot Products round. That's what I didn't bring, Joe Findlay. Oh, man. I like how you slipped that in at the beginning, too. You're like, oh, well, I only had a week, so what I got is music for this round.
Okay, you explain away for the next 9 minutes what your pick was.
Oh, all right. So let's go. Let's go to June 20th of 1994. And you know what? Statistically speaking, coming off 2 consecutive Hot Product wins in a row, the odds are stacked against me to win a third. But I'm going to give this one a shot. So back in 1994, I was already on the internet for 2 or 3 years. So this actually kind of follows up the other one. So it makes sense. So I was already familiar with this product launch. And in 1994, internet was not a basic utility like it is now for you youngins that are over there. I'm sure you guys might not know this, but you had to search for a service and you had to connect to it with a slow ass modem. And I think around yeah, exactly. And right around 1994, I was rocking this sweet ass US Robotics 14.4 baud modem. So just to give you an idea how slow that was, it would roughly take about 30 seconds for a 50 kilobyte image to load. And that's not even a very big image. So I'm just throwing that out there so you could really appreciate when you're scrolling through your Instagram like a madman and seeing every image already there. That's how far we've come. Yeah, or Pornhub. I mean, either way. I mean, the shit's already there, right? You just click it and it doesn't even have to buffer. But anyway, like if you weren't living in a big city at the time, the chances are you didn't have like a local internet service provider to dial into. So what most people did was you had to get a big box service to get on, like they said before, the information superhighway. So of course, there's services like America Online, CompuServe, Prodigy. I think Genie was the other one. But then on June 20th of 1994, Apple decides to throw their hat in the ring and they launch eWorld, which was only for people with Apple computers at the time. And listen, I hear people bitching all the time about how much they pay for their internet. And that's one of the reasons I picked this one. Next time you're ready to complain about how much you're paying for the internet, think about this. In 1994, if you wanted to use eWorld, you'd pay the mere price of $9, which is roughly $16 in 2021, but you'd only be getting 2 hours of use for the entire month. And that's only if you used it at night. If you use 2 hours during the day, it would be about $14 a month. I mean, that's a fucking bargain, right? So yeah, you could scrap paying $80 a month for broadband, which you get now, and you only pay $9, but you only get 2 hours. So think about that when we're complaining about how much we pay. And I do it the same shit. But what do you get for this amazing introductory offer of $9 a month, right? So they had this really slick town square, which it sort of looked like you're playing The Sims. It had like this whole like village thing that was going on. And then you get like check your email, browse different forums, read the news, check stock quotes, sports updates, play a few games, buy something mega expensive at the marketplace, or you could chat with other Apple enthusiasts and like countless chat rooms. I mean, nothing earth-shattering that they had here. Problem was this: Apple lacked Steve Jobs in 1994. Jobs, he wouldn't be back with Apple for another 3 years, and it showed. The marketing for eWorld was utter dog shit. The pricing, as you can see, was insane, and compared to other services, it was way more. And they never opened up eWorld to PC users, which they said they were going to do. So that said, they ended up shutting down eWorld 2 years later, and they only amassed about 100,000 subscribers, and they just were hemorrhaging money at this point. So that leads me to why this is a hot product, because it sounds like utter dog shit, right? So today, Apple is worth roughly $2 trillion. I'm not even making that figure up. That's how much they're worth. They're one of the top 5 most valuable companies on the entire planet. In 1996, when this product was killed off, Apple was worth about $11 billion. All right. But this was their biggest loss in years. They lost $69 million in the first quarter of 1996 alone.
Nice.
Which leads to the forced resignation of then CEO Michael Spindler. So without these insanely horrible decisions like eWorld, Steve Jobs might have never come back. And then you think about that, where would Apple be today? Would Apple be a $2 trillion company, or would they have continued to hemorrhage money making these bullshit things like eWorld? So I give you a huge, hot, steaming pile of guano. It's Apple's eWorld as my hot product.
Okay.
Was that 9 minutes, Joe?
I didn't time it. I dozed off.
Music round.
All right. So for my hot product, we're going to go to the pages of the Chicago Tribune, June 29th, 1989, and we'll peek inside George Lazarus on marketing. He's got a segment in there. It says, Lifesavers makes a wholly new item. The company that has garnered a reputation for selling the candy with the hole now wants to market its centerpiece as well. The mainstay product, of course, is Lifesavers. The new item, spotted by sources in Ohio and Florida, is Lifesavers Holes, which in form will remind consumers of the Mini Mints pellets sold by Tic Tacs or Certs. He goes on to say in the article that Lifesavers isn't willing to say much about this new product right now, except to disclose that it will be on retail sale in selected test markets later this year, perhaps in November. Now, other sources keep this on the down low. They say the item may be on sale by a distributor sometime earlier. Real vague there. Lifesavers Holes came in a plastic container with a flip-top cap packaging. It's kind of similar in size to the original Lifesavers roll. Now, the Planters Lifesavers spokesperson described the new items as a bite-sized mint or fruit drop candy. But bite-sized mint might be an exaggeration, as the 45 candy balls in each package of Lifesavers collectively weigh 0.28 ounces. Now, for example, a regular roll of Lifesavers has 11 candies in it, and that weighs 0.9 ounces. Lifesavers Holes will come in 6 flavors and reportedly will retail for 45 cents. So that's 1 penny for each one of those little tiny candies. Now in 2021, that's 2 cents. So just to up you in for inflation here. Now, the article says that there is top dollar in hard rolled candy and soft breath fresheners, which may be up to $500 million. Lifesavers is still the dominant brand in rolled candy, but competitors have been putting the squeeze on the brand, causing the #1 company to come up with the idea of selling its missing piece. Unfortunately, Lifesavers Holes was just plagued with problems. After being on the market for the second half of 1990, they were recalled for a choking hazard in 1991. Now, not for what you think. It wasn't the tiny BB-sized candies. People were chewing and choking on the plastic lids. They did reappear 4 months later with new packaging, but they were eventually taken off the shelves forever. So I give you Lifesavers Holes. And if you said you ate them one at a time, you're a fucking liar.
Well,
So let's throw it down to Kalie, Sebastian, and Wicket for the ruling on the Hut Products round.
Yeah, you called him Wicket.
Micket,
You call him Wicket like you're watching Willow.
now on. That's way cooler.
No, I am a little confused with the Ewok from Star Wars. I'm a different person.
I've never heard someone call him that. It's
Oh
so,
my god.
he gets Micket a lot, like Nicket.
right, but
That's
not
funny.
Wicket. Oh, come on. man.
Wow.
It's a new nickname.
It's a new nickname.
Now hold on. The audience actually wants you to deliberate out loud. They want to hear what you're saying.
Is that what they're saying in the chat? They
Yeah,
want
that's what they said earlier.
alright.
Yeah.
So they just whisper it.
Actually, I know exactly what I think we should pick.
What?
I think we should pick the Lifesavers Holes for the sake that I vaguely remember this actually.
Well, you are 100.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
remember.
Jesus.
I do remember trying to eat one at a time, and it never worked out.
No.
So
Well,
I can
he's
see how
attached
that
to
would
it.
cause choking.
I wanted
Not
to
the
choose.
lid.
I wanted to choose the Mac thing because they lost $69 million. So,
I mean, honestly, the holes is pretty funny.
all right, holes it is.
oh,
Right.
Holes take 69.
Yeah.